take care of the kids without taking them to the market for sale. So it's for the household's own consumption. We use the resources
Okay.
available in the to take care of kids.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much for your contribution. Francisca.
Please, sewing for the family. Sometimes if we
Mm-hmm.
are so how to sew, can sew our own curtains, pillowcase, and even for our kids. So the money that we'll be using to pay for that will remain in the family.
Okay. Okay. So you continue. Those whose hands are still up, there will be a question that you will also come share your views with us. So as we said, backyard gardening, care of the sick and young children, clothes that are made for the family members. And this household production comes in two kinds. The kinds are separable home production and inseparable home production. The separable home production are the ones that we can easily delegate for people to do for us. Something like you want your washing to be done, you can easily call somebody to do it for you, and then you pay for the person. You want to do a backyard gardening, but you can't. You are not. You don't know how to weed. You can cost for someone to do the weeding for you. Someone even to tilt it. Someone even to water it for you, and you pay for the person. Those are called separable home production. Then we have inseparable home household production. These are the things that are very difficult or impossible for some to call someone to do for you. Something like emotional care or love. Can you employ someone to love your children for you? Hello?
No, please.
No,
Madam,
please.
please.
No.
No.
No. And especially when you are caring for a sick mother that you have to change diaper and to like you don't want others to even see the nakedness of that sick person. It's become very difficult to delegate those activities to another person. You can't delegate your husband to somebody to sexually satisfy the person for you. Can you do that?
No, madam.
Yes. So the ones that we cannot delegate or very emotional that we cannot give to others to do for us. Even when it's possible, it's very difficult to do that, except in that moment or in critical condition that you can uh, employ someone. Even that one is very difficult to give it out, or some are even impossible. So you can employ some people. Okay, wash my children's dress for them, send them to school, but you can never employ someone to love them. So these are certain emotional attachments that you cannot delegate for others to do for you. Those ones are inseparable household production. Then with the household production, that's the non-money income. We said for one of them is household production, another one is household or household facilities. As we said, there are certain items, equipment, facilities that are already bought and it is being used for the family to be used. When you are using those items to meet present needs, they also fall under non-money income. So this includes the value of all the things that are owned and used by the family to meet the goals of the family. And the third one is community facilities, things that are available in the communities, like schools, markets, post office, and roads, all the things that are available in the community, of which we make use of them to meet our needs, also comes under, well, also comes under non-money income. So the non-money income, there are three: household production, and under household production, we have two: separable and inseparable. The separable are the ones that we can easily delegate for others to do for us, and we pay them. The inseparable ones are the emotional attachment that can not be given to others, or is very difficult except in very critical condition, that you can delegate those activities for others to do for us. The next one is the household facilities, equipment and items that are available for us, of which we use to achieve our goals. And the third one is the community facilities, things that are available to the community. And so far as we are members of the community, we are entitled to those facilities and we use them to achieve goals. Why do we consider all these things as income? We've already explained them. That without them, we have to get money. We have to part away income to secure them to meet the present needs. So as I said, maybe you want to go for wedding, you don't have any shoe. It means that you can't go to the wedding barefooted, or you can't go to church barefooted. Definitely you have to need something on your feet before, or your foot before you go. So you have to go and buy. But if you've already have them, you just use them without parting away money. They therefore free money income for meeting other needs of the household or the individual. Now we come to money income. They are the coins or the legal tenders that we use to acquire goods and services. Then we said the money income referred to as legal tender. When we say legal tender, it is an acceptable medium of exchange for goods and services at the marketplace. We also say that money is valuable. Why do we say so? Why do we say money is valuable? Why is money valuable? Okay, in any way, is money valuable?
Yes, madam.
Are my students here?
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam. Money is valuable.
How is it valuable? Why do you say it is valuable?
I think
So,
because
madam,
money can
okay.
money can be used to buy other
You are
things
listening.
or things in general.
Yes, dog.
Madam, I said
Yes, dog. We use it in buying medicine or acquiring medicine.
Okay. So that is our
Thank
purchasing. It is valuable because it is our purchasing
Purchasing
power.
power. Mm.
Yes. So we use it to buy. That is the only means of buying things. And we have two forms of this money. Those who are calling me dog, I'm not dog. Oh. Hello. Hello.
hello, madam.
Hello, madam.
Hello.
Yeah. Mhm. I'm not dog yet.
Very
I'm
soon
in the
you'll be so you
Madam,
we started.
uh,
sooner than later.
in the
Madam,
process. Yes, please. Michael, I'm listening.
hello.
Yes, Michael, I'm listening.
You've been
Your line is breaking.
teaching us for network media.
Michael, I don't hear you.
And that title will be conferred on you
Tell
soon.
you that tell you that.
Amen. Okay.
Tell you that.
Madam, you
So
didn't
it
answer
comes
my
in.
question.
Yes, Michael, let's hear from you.
I'm saying that you've been teaching us for the past 9.
Next week. Okay, let's continue. So we said the money that the legal tender
So you have
that we
normal situation.
hello. Please mute yourself. Mute yourself. The legal tender is in two forms: the coins and then the notes. What are some of the
Eh,
uses of? What are some
Obi
of?
happy so
Hey, please mute. Please. Is my mic off? Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
madam.
Hello, madam.
Hello, madam.
You went off.
I don't know. I unintentionally pressed the mute. So what was the last thing that I said? We are
You said
about the forms of.
value of
The legal tendency, the coins and then the notes, madam.
Also,
Okay.
not far from
You said the legal tender is in two folds.
into two forms. That is the coin and then the notes. The legal tender that we have, what are its uses? The uses of the money income. What do we use our money for? What is the value of money at the market? It is a medium of exchange. The money that is available, it is the only means that we can use to exchange goods and services at the market. You cannot buy with any other thing apart from the money that is available to us, of which it has been accepted as the only medium of exchange. So when we say it is a medium of exchange, it is the only medium that we can use for payment of goods and services rendered to us. And it is legal. So if someone comes to you with money buying, you cannot deny the person. It is legal. It is a store of wealth or store of value, which means that when we say money is a store of wealth, it means that you can keep it you can keep items in the form of money, so that when you are ready, you can use that money to acquire those items. For instance, maybe you want a new washing machine. So you ask of the price. maybe you don't have space for it at that particular moment. So you ask of the price, maybe if it is 8,000, then you keep that 8,000 there for the washing machine, so that when you have enough space, or when you are ready, then you take that 8,000, then you go and buy your washing machine. So it is a store of wealth. So with that money, the kind of things that you can get from it. That's why people normally say that as you can build in your home or in your room. So you have quantified the amount that it will cost you to put up that building. But maybe because of one or two circumstances, you've not been able to start. Immediately you start because the money is there. Within 1 year, you will be done with what you wanted to do, because it has already, the value of the item has already been stored. And we said that money is also a standard for measuring value. Standard of measuring value. So you can quantify an item, then you put them together. So at times you hear that, oh, there was a fire outbreak and items worth this amount has been destroyed. Maybe it is not only one item. You will have maybe foams, you will have dresses, you will have a lot of things. They sell a lot of things at the market. They've been able to quantify all of them in monetary terms and then put together. So it is the only standard for measuring value. Money allows these similar things to be added up to give it one value, and as a standard for deferred payment. So you can, it's easy to measure the value of future payments in terms of money rather than in any other commodity. So maybe an item is worth 200 cedis now. You can even project that maybe in a year or 2 years, it will amount to maybe 250 or 300 cedi. Characteristics of money. These are things that we've discussed last semester enters resurface again in personal finance. We said the characteristics of money. Money is, okay, you pick one and you explain as to make the class interactive. You pick one of the characteristics of money and you explain it to us.
Okay, madam. Money is divisible, meaning you can divide it into various denominations, into smaller denomination, and use it to buy whatever you want.
For instance,
if you have 10 Ghana cedi, you can divide it into 20 pesos, or you can have 1 cedi. You can divide it into different denominations to get your 10 cedis.
okay.
You can have 50 pesos. You can have 2 cedis and then 1 cedi.
Okay. Thank you very much, Aduma. Yes, pick any of the characteristics and explain for us. Francisca.
Yeah, money is portable because it can be carried along to any place for its use.
Okay. It means that anything that is money called money should not be bulky. Okay. It should be something that will allow people to travel with it easily, or should be easy to be carried around. Thank you. Yes. Acceptable, portable. Desmond.
Yeah, madam, please, I'll talk about being acceptable. Money is acceptable
Mm-hmm.
because a lot of people have accepted it as a legal tender, and it is widely known or recognized as a medium of exchange. Globally, everybody has accepted it as a medium of exchange.
Okay.
Thank you.
It is not accepted. Point of correction. It is accepted in your country, okay, as a medium of exchange, because you cannot go to Nigeria and buy with cedis. Do you get it?
Thank you, madam.
Yes.
Yes, please.
So if you want to use, it means that if you want to use it in Nigeria, you have to convert it into their own currency and you use it. So it's legal tender falls within the boundaries of a particular country. Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you very much, madam.
Money is durable. So when we say money is durable, it means that you can save it for future use without deteriorating.
Okay. So something that is durable should be made with material that will make it last long. It should not be defaced or be easily teared. It should be in circulation for quite a number of times before it gets destroyed or spoiled. Where do we get our income from? What are our sources of income? Researchers have grouped our sources of income into two: regular income and then the irregular income. The regular are the ones that are received even, let's say, not use the same word, we receive it in even intervals. So if it is 2 weeks, every 2 weeks you get it. If it is 1 week, every 1 week you get it. If it is 1 month, every month you get it. That is the regular income. And they also come in fixed amounts. It is received within even intervals and on regular or on known amounts. So you know that, every week I will get 500 cedis. So every week you'll be receiving it, or 2 weeks, or monthly, or even 3 months. It should be on even intervals and on fixed amounts. Then we have the irregular income. That's when you receive it upon doing something, or which are not regular. Once a while, it doesn't have a fixed time of you getting them. So let's look at some of the examples of regular income. Hello?
Hi, madam.
Examples of regular income. Francisca.
Madam, please, the salary that we take every month, you know that when the month comes, this is the amount that you take.
Okay. So apart from that, you can also talk about wages. There are certain people to every day they receive something, and if it is on fixed amount, then it also comes under regular. Irregular. Can we say our professional allowance is regular or irregular?
It's regular.
It is regular
Why regular?
because it comes within a specific interval. You know that by November you are taking your professional allowance. So within 1 year
Does
interval,
it
you are
come
taking
in?
your.
Hello,
It's on
madam. Please,
regular.
I may
No,
say that not regular, in the sense that sometimes it changes with the increment. So it's not regular.
mm, so it's irregular.
Yes, please.
So
Yeah.
if you get your salary and then maybe January you get around 5,000. February you get 5,200. Is it regular or irregular?
Madam, please, it's
I would
not
say
regular.
it's regular.
Madam, at first it was a fixed amount too. At first it was fixed, 1,002. I think we received it 3 consecutive years or so. So at first it was fixed. It is now that it has changed to 2,002 or so. So at
And
first it was fixed.
that was due to negotiation. And you take it from a period of time. You took it last time, November. Next year, the following year, November, you are taking it. So it is within a specific period of time. Unless there is a negotiation, even our salaries has been negotiated for. So you realize that even though every month you take your salary, the next month, if there has been any negotiation, you are still going to take your money, even though it varies, but it comes within a specific period of time. That's my explanation, madam.
Okay. So we can say it is regular because even our salaries, what we received last year is not the same that we are receiving this year. It comes with some form of increment. So far as we are receiving it yearly, but the quantum varies because of increment, it is regular. It is regular. So if you have any part-time job that you do and you get money from it, that money cannot be, and that money is not fixed and does not come in regular amounts or in fixed amounts. We say that it is irregular. So if you are dealing with purchase, after selling it, maybe it will take about 2.5 months before you finish the sales and you get maybe around 5,000. Your main money from it, you get a profit of 1,500. That is, you got that amount of money within a period of 2.5 months. You go for another consignment, it took you less than 1 month to sell those items, and after selling you get a profit of, let's say, 3,000. You see that the interval for you getting those profits differ depending on sales, depending on regularity of sales and how best you market those items. So you can say that it is not fixed. It is the amount that at times you will even run at a loss. So those items are not fixed. Maybe you have someone who gives you gifts. The gift is not regular, or transfer. Let's make it transfer. It's not regular. Once a while, all those items or all those monies falls under irregular income. What factors determines one's level of income? What factors determines one's level of income? All these have already been discussed. So it's like a form of revision. You pick one and you explain it so that it can stick better in our heads. A lot of people are absent too. They are church.
Madam,
Mavis.
hello. Madam,
Yes.
please, I'll take the type of work that you do. So,
Okay.
assuming you are an entrepreneur or someone doing a startup, let's say I started a cookie business, and at the end of every
Mhm.
week I make 50 cedis. And somebody who is, let's say, a manager of a restaurant, at the end of
Mhm.
the day, there will be difference in the wages of these two workers. So the type of work you do will actually influence the amount of money that you would have at the end of the day.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, another one. Counselor Hannah.
Madam,
Please, madam, I would like to. Okay.
madam, I'm here.
Yeah, I've not heard your voice.
I'm following. We say level of education too is a factor. And somebody made
Mhm.
an example that a teacher with degree and then said, hey, we didn't take the same salary due to the level of
Mhm.
education.
Okay. Yes.
Please,
So
please,
type of
madam.
work and level of education have been explained.
Then the location.
Okay.
Let's say someone working at outside the country, and then one working in Ghana, doing the same work. Maybe the one is teaching, and you two are teaching here, but because of the location, the salary will be different.
Okay. And we also use, let's say, seamstress and hairdressers, for instance. When you are at a village, when you sew a straight dress, they can even give you 10 cedis. But when you are in town,
Yeah.
yes, you
Yes.
can take around
More than
100 to
50.
150
Yes, please.
for the same sewn dress. You have the hairdo. You can go to a certain place, the whole you can pay for 50 cedis for braided hair. You go to another place, you can pay 150 getting to 200 due to location. Francisca. Francisca, your hand is up.
Madam, please, the training and the skills that one have. So when we
Mhm.
talk about the training, maybe as we said earlier on, so somebody who is a trained teacher would take a money is different than somebody who is untrained, and also the skills that we have. Somebody who have acquired my skills, let's say, know more about bakery, and is making cake, will definitely gain more customers, which will make her get more money than somebody who do not have that skills. Maybe when she bake the cake, there will be some mistakes in it. So that person will not end like the person who have the skills in it.
Okay. Thank you very much. Then the last point, the number of contributors. The number of contributors. Factors that determines one's level of income. So if you are in a family, especially when you have both husband and wife who works and contribute to the family economy, they will both have some level of income. They will have some standard of living compared to when only one person is sponsoring the family of all financial spending. So if you are the only one, the only breadwinner in the family, it means that by the time you get to the middle of the month, all your money will be finished and you will be relying on loans But if you have the man, the woman, and maybe when you are lucky, you have maybe one or two of your children also contributing to the financial pool, you will have some money left for other luxurious expenses. And that also determines your level of income. Now, financial management, when we say financial management, what does it mean? We've already talked about management. Anything financial deals with money. So controlling the use of your money resource to meet your financial goals. Everybody have financial goal. What you want to achieve within a particular point in time. And to be able to achieve those goals, you need to part with money. So as you plan, effectively plan, wisely plan the use of these monies to meet your goal is what we call financial management. It might interest you that maybe you have the same group of people with the same amount of money, with the same number of children, with similar things. One will be able to financially aspire than the other, all because of skill, financial management skill that one might have over the other. So anyone who manages financial resources to meet a goal is a financial manager. So in personal finance, if you are managing your own finances, or if anyone managing it for you, is the financial manager. So not necessarily at the bank, but in your household, you can also be a financial manager. Any person who controls the use of financial resources to meet goals. I think in our next course, we will look at how families manage these resources. So in a family, you can have either one of the spouse doing that or both doing that in the family. So we have concepts in financial management. We have earned income, gross income, disposable income, and discretionary income. The earned income is the money that one's receive at the end of the month or from the work that the person does. The work that you do, the money that you get from it is called earned income. Now, as a good citizen, everybody is supposed to pay tax. So when you see the bulk of your money without any deduction of tax. So when those of us who receive our money from the controller, you will see that they've written gross and then net. So the gross is the totality of your earned income without the deduction of tax. That becomes your gross income. Now, when tax is being taken away from your earned income, it becomes net income. So earned income is the money that you receive from the work that you have done. Gross income is the money you receive without the deduction of tax. The net income is the money you received after the deduction of income. Now, disposable income and discretionary income. It was explained during our last semester resource management. Someone should walk us through. Hello? Are my students here?
Yes, we are.
Disposable income and discretionary income. Who is
Madam,
trying?
Madam, per the slides that we received last first block, during the first block, the net income, according to the slides, they said that the net income is the same as the disposable income. So the disposable income was explained that after you've paid your tax, the money that you received is the disposable income. And then with the discretionary, after you've paid all
Are you
your
sure?
yes, madam, because we were even confused when we were discussing it as a group. Yes, madam. Yeah, and the discretionary to it was
Anna.
stated that, madam.
No, Anna, I don't think so. Okay, you complete it. Anna, complete it. Anna.
Hey,
Oh.
sorry, I thought I was speaking.
Okay, Francisca.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
The discretionary to
Yes, Hannah,
it
let's
was
hear from
stated
you.
that, madam, the discretionary to it was stated that after you've paid your rent, your electricity, all your bills, the money left becomes your discretionary income.
Okay. That one, you are right there. And I even asked how many Ghanaians have discretionary income. Do you remember?
No,
Hello?
madam.
Oh. So when you talk about after the tax has been taken from it, Francisca, is your hand up or it was a mistake?
Yes, madam. I want to try.
Okay. Okay.
Like the
Let's hear from you.
disposable income. Yeah, I may say that is the money that's maybe after tax, the money that you have available to spend. That is you use on things like your food, on on anything extra. That is your total spending power or the money that you have that you will spend. That is the
Yes.
disposable income. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Exactly. Hannah and Francisca, thank you very much,
Madam.
for your insightful contribution. Yes, please.
So can we say the disposable income is the net income?
No, please.
Okay, thank you.
The net income is only when the tax has been taken off. But with the disposable, at times you may be servicing loan on your although maybe you are all at one scale, but
Yeah.
when the salary comes, everybody's own differs because maybe you will be servicing some loans, you are on certain insurance. Do you get it?
Okay.
And your essentials are different. So when tax, and I explained that we don't receive net income because before, it is when only the when only the tax has been taken, that is when we get the net. But at times we will get a mutual fund deducted, cancer fund deducted, maybe other loan that you are servicing deducted. You will have your insurance also deducted before you get the rest of the money. The rest of the money too, that is not the end. You are going to pay your rent, your electricity, water, all these expenses. We call them essentials. So after the net income, spending on essentials, if you take away the spendings of essential from the net, the rest that is left for you to spend on luxury is the discretionary income. So mathematically, we can say that net income is the gross minus tax. Now, the disposable income is the net minus essentials. Then what is left is the discretionary income. And I added that how many of us Ghanaians have discretionary income?
A tough question.
Do you remember? So after everything, after spending for the month, what is left? Even when some is left, we use it as what? Savings and not as discretionary. So most of the time, our discretionary income is not used on luxuries, but used as savings. And even with that, how many of us are able to get discretionary income? Please, is it well understood?
Yes, madam. Well understood now.
Francisca?
Madam,
Francisca?
please come again. Can you please explain it again? Disposable and the discretion.
Okay. Thank you, Aduma. So we said these are the concepts in financial management. Unfortunately, let me add the net so that we can explain it better. Okay. So we have, these are concepts that are often used in financial management. Earned income, gross income, net income, disposable income, and discretionary income. The earned income is the money that you receive from the work that you do. So if anything at all, we can say that the earned income is the same as gross income. Then, as citizens of a nation, we pay tax. So when your tax is being deducted from the money that you earned or from your gross income, then we get net income. But in actual fact, None of us, especially those who are government workers, receive net income. For those who are doing their own business, they can have their net income. This is the amount that I got from the sale of my item, maybe 3,000. I have per GRA, I have to pay Ghana Revenue Authority, I have to pay fixed tax of 200 every month. So after my 3,000, I take away my 200 cedis tax. I will be left with 2,800 if I'm not a government worker. So I will have my 2,800 in my hand. Now I have to take away my rent, my children's school fees, my electricity, my water, amount I spend on food. All those essentials, you deduct it from your 2,800. Then maybe you get, let's say 200 left. The 200 that is left becomes your discretionary income. The 2,800 becomes your disposable income. So the gross income is the total amount of money that you receive, the same as earned income. When taxes are taken from it, you get net income. Your net income, when you take all your essentials from, after taking the tax from it, you get your net income. Your net income, you take away all the essentials that you need within that period from it, then you get your discretionary income. So your net income can also be your disposable income. But I am saying that for those who are doing their own business, they can get their disposable income right away. So I got 3,000 as profit. I take 200 as my tax. That becomes, my net now becomes 2,800. So the net has now become my disposable income. What I'm going to spend, my essentials. So after taking all the essentials, to what is left is your discretionary. Am I making sense?
Hello, madam.
Yes, madam.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Is it
please,
well
is it the
understood
same
now?
as the discretionary income? Is it the same as take home as you explained the other time?
No, please. Your take home should be your disposable. Okay. But as I was saying, for us government workers, we don't get the net and we don't get disposable, because the net can be described as the disposable. Okay. Because after tax, they take other deduction, other essential deduction also from it. Whose pay slip has only tax on it? Francisca, please let me
So
explain it better. Please let me explain it. Then you come again, okay? I'm going over again. We as government workers, definitely, you will have insurance taken from it. You will have mutual fund taken from it. Nat dues taken from it. So when all this means they didn't finish taking your essential and they will give it to you, then you go and continue with it. Please, are you there with me? But with those who are doing their own businesses, this is what I've gotten, 5,000. I take my tax, 500 from it, only tax, 500 from it. Then with the 4,500, I'm going to plan. So with the 4,500, that is what I'm going to take my, if you are in the informal sector, you can still contribute to SNIT. So you are going to take away your SNIT. Maybe you want to do insurance, you are going to take it. You are going to pay your rent, you are going to do this, you take all of them from it. Then what is left is your your discretionary income. But for us, the government work, they take the tax. Then they start taking some of the essentials from it. Then we go and take the rest. We come and continue. Please, do you get it? Hello?
Hi,
Hello,
madam.
madam.
Hello.
Please, do you get it?
Yes, madam.
I'm confused.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Don't say a
Madam,
baby.
please,
The person has to understand it. Please, what is making you confused? Because I want everybody to understand these terms
so
before we
madam,
move on.
Nata, get down.
so please, the disposable.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a government worker, does that mean that you get net and you still get disposable, and then those in the informal, they don't get they get net and they don't get disposable? Or
I don't know the term that is given to those of us who are working. We don't have a term for it. Because they start taking some of our essentials. Then we come and continue. Because they will take your SNIT, whether you like it or not. And SNIT is not tax. Please, do you get it? They will take your NAT or
yes,
NAGRAT
madam. So
contribution.
the
They
SNIT.
will take your NAT or NAGRAT contribution, and it is not tax. So when the gross minus only tax, that becomes your net or disposable. Then you are supposed to list all the expenses that you want to make, and you take it from the disposable, then you get your discretionary. Now, if the person is an informal sector and the person maybe has 5,000, she takes away the tax of maybe 500. It is left with 4,500. He or she is going to pay his or her SNIT. Okay, I pay 2%, 12% SNIT. So maybe it has been given to me fixed amount of 6,200. Sorry, 600, maybe 620 Ghana cedis. That is what I have to pay for SNIT. Then you write it and you take it from it. You take, maybe I'm doing some insurance, I have to pay 50 cedis. Then you take it from it. I have a union. I'm in a union, maybe sellers association, something, we pay dues. I take it from it. Then you come to your rent, others, and all those things. But for us government workers, you will see that they will take some of these things from it. Then we have to come home, go and take the rest of the disposable and come home and continue with our expenses. Please, do you get it? So some of our essentials has already been done for us. Hello?
Madam,
Yes, please.
madam,
Yes, please.
Please, it's like when we are having the misunderstanding is the disposable income. Last time when we were last block, we learned that
Mm-hmm.
the disposable income, if I may be correct, is
Mm-hmm.
when the tax when tax is taken away from your gross, then it is net income as a government worker.
Yes.
Then the disposable
Yes.
income, there's need and other contribution has been taken. What you received from the bank to the house
Hey.
becomes your disposable income. If I may be correct, like the understanding I got from last block explanation concerning the disposable and then the income tax.
Wow.
Hello.
Yes, please.
So that is what is making us a little bit confused.
But, are you
Thank you,
sure?
ma.
Madam, that is what I was also having in mind from from last blog. That was what I was also
Did you
having
write
in
it
mind.
down? Did you write it down?
Yes, we have it.
No, not re-
And I
Hmm.
think even from the book,
Okay.
the explanation we have in the book, it was similar or the same thing.
How many of us, when you look at the explanation in the book, it tells you that what is the net income? What is net income?
Please, the net income
What is
is
net
when your tax is taken, when tax is taken from gross income, what remains becomes your net income.
Okay. When you take your pay slip, how many deductions are there?
We have a lot.
Do you have
Madam,
only
that one.
do you have only the tax taken from it and the rest given to you?
No,
No,
please.
please.
NEET is also taken
What is
from it, and then our unions also take their contributions from it.
so can we term the money that is given to us as net income?
No, madam. It's
Formally, we have been
disposable.
thinking it's a net income, but per the explanation we had from last block, we realize it's disposable
Mhm.
income, what we
Yes,
take
but
home
the
finally.
disposable has not been finished. That is what I told you, that you are also coming home to continue with it. So
Okay,
if they give you the disposable, the money at the bank, you cannot
mm,
term it as net, you cannot term it as disposable, because you are not done with disposing your income. They take
okay,
some, then you come to the house and you continue. So although it
okay,
is disposable for you, it is not, the disposable is not done.
okay. Yes,
That is
please.
what I told you.
Yes, please.
Or after taking the money from the bank, does it become your discretionary income?
No, please. You will still spend from it.
Yes, it is disposable. It is disposable income, but it is not yet finished. You are coming to
Okay,
continue disposing.
okay.
Please, do you get it?
Yes, please.
Yes,
Some
madam.
of the essentials have been taken. Some of the essential has been taken. But you take the disposable that is available for you to continue your essentials on them. So in a way, you have the free will to spend the money that is available to you, and you can term it as disposable, but not yet finished. It is when you are done with all the disposable before you get discretionary. So some part of the disposable has been done for you, and you are coming to continue with the disposable. Please, are you there?
Madam, madam,
Yes,
so
please.
if union tax and SNAITs are taken from the net income, oh, I'm still confused.
Please, can
Hello.
someone in the group help me? Hello, Francisca.
Madam, now before I also understand the thing clear because even I maybe it's after the next my this thing may be different from somebody because maybe I may decide to
Mhm,
join other associations which they may have to take
mhm.
those money, they may start taking it before I take the rest home. So as you are
Mhm.
saying, they have already started disposing the money that I supposed to be that's supposed to be my disposable income for me, which I may bring it home before I continue myself.
Yes,
And even sometimes too with the
yes.
discretionary income, sometimes we ourselves discretionary income is the one that we're supposed to spend on luxury. If I bring this thing right now, so people may
Mhm.
get confused. Because sometimes I may even purchase some luxuries that they may even start deducting from me. Madam, when I was thinking of the whole thing right now, I just took it that we just have to take that this is what we do for this. Because sometimes the money that we take at the bank, because I may purchase maybe a gadget that maybe I don't need, oh, but they will have to take it from the bank directly from me. But when the money was when the money is supposed to be given to me, that will be my discretionary income, the money that I will use on luxury. But maybe I bought it already on credit, that they would have to take it even from the bank for me.
Please, are you there?
Yes, please.
Hello.
Madam. So,
Hello.
hello, madam.
Hello,
Yes,
Hi,
madam.
madam.
yes. I'm happy some people are getting it.
Hello,
So
madam.
even sometimes, yes,
Please, I've gotten some AI explanation, which is a bit simple. Can I bring it and then
yes,
some of
bring
my
it.
colleagues?
Okay.
Okay. I went to GPT. They said
Mm-hmm.
disposable income. They said that's the amount of money an individual or household has left after paying taxes. It is just
Exactly.
like net income.
Yes.
Then they went
So
ahead and
let
said,
you stop there. You stop there. Stop there.
okay, madam.
How many of us, how many of us get that money, disposable income?
We done.
We don't get it because we're at the controller. They will buy on if you don't have any deduction even to be done. Your slate will be taken, which means that some of the essentials are being done for you. Then you come and continue with it. The one reading the AI for us.
Yes,
Hadia,
madam. Yes,
do you
madam.
get it? Do
Yes,
you get
madam.
it?
Yes,
So it is
please.
not only tax that is taken from our salary as government workers. So they some have their insurance taken, they have union dues taken, they have SNAIT taken, so they have even loans taken.
From credits
So
from
can we
that.
say that what? we can term as disposable given to us, but some of the essential have been done for us to continue. Please, do you get it?
Yes, madam.
Okay.
So they
Continue.
said the disposable income, the formula for disposable income is gross income minus taxes. This income is used to cover essential expenses like food, housing, utilities, transportation, and healthcare. So they finished with that because they just said the disposable income formula is gross income minus taxes, just like the net income calculation. Then they went to discretionary income. They said that's the amount of money left after paying both taxes and necessary living expenses such as rent, food, and utilities.
And that is not the only rent, food, and utilities are not the necessities of everybody.
Okay.
Okay. So these are
Yes.
just examples. What about
Okay.
insurance that we do?
Mm.
Loans that you are servicing? Some transfers that you make statutory deductions for?
Please,
Please,
the
are you
formula
there?
they gave, yes, madam, the formula they gave for discretionary income is, they said, is equal to disposable income minus essential living expenses. This income can be used for non-essential or luxury items such as vacations, entertainment, dining out, and savings or investments. Please, that's all.
Please, are you there?
Yes, madam. Madam, please, that's
No,
all.
I'm talking about, so you have understood it.
Yes, madam.
And I'm asking, how many of us, if we are saying the net, the disposable is net, is gross minus what? Tax. Is that not it?
Taxes.
Yes.
Yes, madam.
And I'm saying, look at your pay slip. Is that only taxes that they take from it?
No, madam.
So in that case, how do we term the money that we received? That's a big question. So in
Madam,
actual
is it not
sense,
net
some of
income?
the oh God, I don't know how to go about it
It's not
again.
end. It's not ending.
Please, please understand that net is your gross minus tax. That's all.
Yes. Okay.
Your tax. That is your net. It's our statutory or our essentials. So that's net. After your tax has been taken, the rest is your disposable income. You can use it for whatever you want. But here is the case: after tax, our SNATs are taken, other union duties are taken. We are servicing loans, they are taken. So it means that they already have started disposing some of our disposable income. Do you get it?
Yes,
So
madam.
you receive disposable income, all right, but you have to come and finish disposing it. Because it is not all your essentials that have been taken from it. So when you take the disposable, you come and continue. So after all your essentials, or let's say after all your budgets, things that you've budgeted for has been taken from your disposable income, then you have your discretionary income. That is why I'm saying that those who are in the informal sector can have net. But those of us in the formal sector do not have net. Because I don't see anybody whose pay slip have only the gross and the taxes, only taxes taken from it. Are you there?
Yes, madam.
Hello, madam.
Yes.
So if I'm clear, it means that
Madam,
for you to call money your net income, it means that it's only taxes, only tax that is deducted from it, that becomes your net. But
Yes,
if
please.
they deduct maybe union dues and any other dues apart from tax, it becomes your disposable income.
Yes,
Then when
please.
you come home and then you still pay your light bills, you do any other expenses again, that becomes your discretionary income. Please, is that it?
What is left? What is left
Okay, the remaining money left becomes your
after
discretionary income.
after all your expenses becomes your
Okay,
discretionary income?
thank you, madam.
madam, please, oh, is it the same as take home pay?
Hmm. Which one is the same as take home pay?
The discretionary income.
No, please.
Because I saw something like that in the book.
No, please. If
Thank you,
something
madam.
should be called take home, then it should be your disposable.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Can
Please, I want
continue.
someone to I want someone to explain the concept from earned income to discretionary income for of it. Please, those who are not speaking, we have a lot of people on the line. Only few are speaking. Does it mean that the rest?
Madam,
Okay, madam.
please let me try.
Okay.
The earned income, per my understanding, it is the money you have gotten from, for instance, if you are a government worker, the money they paid you at the end of the month, that is your earned income without tax taken out from it. So the money on your payslip, the total money that reflects on your payslip at the end of every month is your earned income. And then the earned income is the same as the gross income.
Exactly.
Then the net income is the gross income minus tax. When
Yes.
tax is taken out of the gross income, what remains is your earned income. Then when we come to the disposable income, other expenses that has been taken from the net income on the pay slip, and then the remaining the expenses that you will do in the house, they all fall under disposable income. And then when we come to the
No.
discrete,
Let me do some correction.
okay,
Your net income is your disposable income. That is
okay,
the money that you are free to spend.
okay,
Do you get it?
yes, please.
Yes, madam.
Then the contention here is for your disposable income, you don't get it, all of it. Some of the expenses will be deducted before it is given to you. I think that is where the problem is.
Yes.
That is where the problem is. And I'm saying that with the disposable income, when you have your net income is your disposable income. Only tax
Yes.
has been taken. So the rest left is your disposable income. But here is the case. We don't get the disposable income whole. Some of the expenses will be deducted from it from source before the rest is given to us to continue disposing it.
Okay.
Does it make it difficult to understand?
No, please.
Madam, we got it.
Yes.
Got it.
I've gotten
Madam,
it.
Though because it's not, nobody will get her salary only after tax is deducted. No. Rolling.
Madam,
Yes.
if I understand, since we are government workers, they won't pay our rent for us. Neither would they pay our water bills. So they will deduct whatever they want to deduct over there, the disposable. Then we'll come home, continue with our rent and our electricity bill. That's the disposable.
Yes, please.
We will
At
continue
long
from there.
last.
So then, I've gotten it. Thank you.
So instead of us getting the net or the disposable for us to start our expenses, some of the disposable or some of the expenses will be done for us on our pay slip.
I've gotten it, madam.
Madam.
So
Hello.
if the person is an informal worker, the person has taken the
madam,
tax from it.
Madam. Hello,
Please let me
madam.
land. Please let me land. Let me land. If the person is in the informal sector, the person has, maybe I've gotten 6,000 profit. I've taken my tax, which is maybe 600. The 5,500 is my net. I am now coming to take my SNIT, my union dues, my this thing, my rent. So that person can say that I have my disposable income. But for us government workers, some of these disposable or the expenses are being deducted before the rest is given to us. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, madam, to some of us. So we don't know.
Madam, very clear now.
Yes. So although we get disposable, we don't get full disposable. Do you get it?
Yes, madam.
Yes. Because some of the deductions are done at source. Okay, we will move away from that. But the discretionary income has been understood.
Yes, madam.
Well understood, madam.
Okay. Hello?
Hello, madam.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello, madam.
Those, I'm talking to those who are not speaking.
Hello, madam.
Those who are on the platform and are not speaking. Are you
Hello,
also
madam.
okay?
Yes, madam.
Mhm. Thank God they are responding. They are alive. Okay, so I'm moving on. Okay, so we are to look at activities involved in financial management. I'm saying that this course is just same as what we've already done. I don't know why. That was why I was asking the kind of questions asked during the resource management, whether it will not be a repetition of what we need to do. So when you are doing financial activities, there are four main things that we do: savings, investment, consumption, and transfer. Savings, investment, consumption, and transfers. Without extensively on savings. So you explain savings as putting something down to be used in future. And since we are dealing with money, it means that putting money down to be used in future. So it is a foregone consumption. That is when a person or family does not spend all the income that it earns within a period. So you leave some of your earned income, you put it down for future use. That becomes your savings. So mathematically, it's saying that savings is equal to income minus consumption. Don't use all of them. You put some down to be used at a later time. That explains savings. Then we talked about forms of savings. We have formal and informal, and then non-formal. Let's look at them. So we have the formal savings. And we said the formal savings are normally done at commercial banks. And we explained that commercial bank is not only Ghana Commercial Bank. We said that commercial bank is any financial institution or part of a larger institution that accepts deposits subject to withdrawal by check and invest the deposit fund in interest-bearing loans. So these people, they take money from others, then invest the money. So any bank, according to Pole, any bank that does that is called a commercial bank. So all the banks around, Consolidated Bank, ADB, they are all EcoBank, Barclays, all of them comes under the bigger umbrella of commercial. Even the commercial bank itself comes under the umbrella of commercial bank. And what are the functions of these commercial banks? So one, they have payment mechanism. How do we, the people that have put their monies on at the bank, how do they take their money? What are some of the ways that we can give them for them to withdraw their money? So they provide payment mechanism system. So at times they give you opportunity to have an automated teller machine card, You can have debit card. You can use your checks to withdraw cash from your deposit account. Then another function is safekeeping of valuables. At times we say that this function is an old function. At times in those days when people have gold, family land documents, and all those things, they take it to the bank for safekeeping. They have so that it will be kept safe for them. That is the safekeeping of valuables. Another function is pooling of savings and extension of credit. So they take money from different individuals. Everybody is bringing some amount of money, and they use the same money to offer credits or to offer loans to the same group of people who need them, and they take some small amount of interest from them, so that some charges from the credit or the loans that they have given, and then they share it for those who have not taken some of the loans. Then they have provision of trustee services. Whenever you put your money at the bank, you have the trust in the bank that they will keep it safely for you, and that even if they use it to give out loan, you trust that whatever that they get as profit from the loan that they have given, your share will also be added on to your savings. That is trustee services. Then money creation. When they put the money, you put the money down. It doesn't just lie down like that. They also invest the money in activities that will bring out profit or dividend on the money that has been put at the bank. So these are the commercial banks. So you can choose to save at these banks. So we've seen the functions of these commercial banks. Then we have the non-bank financial institutions. Non-bank financial institution. We said that some of these banks, they either perform either one or two of the functions of the bank. They don't do all of them. So they have interest in some functions of the bank and they perform them. So some of the functions that they perform may be institutions that they carry out parts of businesses of commercial banks. So they take deposits, they give loans and advance payments, they deal with shares and stocks, they deal with leasing and letting, they deliver goods on hire purchase, and then they are some form of insurance. Examples of these non-bank financial institutions are discount houses, leasing and hiring companies, mortgage financial companies, savings and loan companies, building societies, insurance companies, and credit union. Any question? Hello?
Madam, no question.
Okay, because these are some of the things that we've already discussed previously. Okay.
Hello, madam.
Yes, yes. Yes, we are listening.
Yes, please.
Hello. Hey.
Hello. Hello, madam.
We
Okay,
are
so
here.
off. Madam, we can hear now. The line was breaking. Okay. Any question? Somebody was on the line when my line went off.
Hello, madam.
Yes, I'm listening.
Hello, madam.
Counselor said I should move on. Yes, I'm waiting for your question.
Network is.
Is there any question? Hello?
No, madam.
Okay, then let's continue.
Madam, we said it was like a revision, so we can proceed.
Okay, so credit union. How did we explain the credit union the other time? How does credit unions work? Hello? How does credit unions work? Hey, are you people there?
So, madam.
Hello?
Madam, please can you? So, a credit
I can
union
hear
is a
you.
group of credit union is a group of people, maybe at the same work.
Your line is breaking. Lucy, I didn't hear anything. No. Hello? Hello? Hello, Lucy. Hello?
Hello.
What they contributed.
Hello, madam. Please, we can hear you. He's still on floor. Network.
Lucy was speaking. I asked someone to explain how credit unions work. But she was talking and I was not hearing. So with the credit union, you have maybe people with one interest, like teachers. They pool some resources together. They've given out some dues to pay. So every month, it's like everybody is contributing a certain amount to the pool. Then those who are in need of some of the money, they take it and then pay interest on the money that they have collected on. So the interest that they pay, those who have not collected any interest, they share the profits that comes with everyone for everybody to get some. That is how the credit union works. It's for a special or specific group of people with common interest. They pool resources together. Then some of the money is being given to others as loan with some amount of interest. So as they pay the interest on the loans, at the end of the year, the money that is accrued is shared on people who also gave out those monies to be used as source of loan for those who were in need. So at the end of the year, when they calculate and they look at the profit that has been accrued, then they share it for everybody to get according to the amount that you contribute. That is how the credit union works. And with this, they have a constitution. There is a constitution and then a peg interest rates for loan seekers. That is how the credit union work. So they accept deposits and make loans available to members. Normally, members of the group is restricted to a particular group of people. So if you are not part of the group, you don't enjoy from it. Then we have the informal saving institution. The informal saving institution. With the informal saving institution, we have the Susun group, the Working Bank, Welfare Society, keeping money home or purchasing precious non-consumable item. All these are revision. You pick one and then you explain it. To make the lecture interactive. Hello.
Hi.
Mm-hmm. I
Madam,
want someone who has
please
not
get
spoken today.
to. Okay.
Yes, I don't want to hear Lucy, Hannah, Mavis. Please, I want to hear different voices. Hello.
Madam.
Hey,
Madam.
I'll go to, yes, Patience.
Please, I'll go for Susu.
Uh-huh.
So Susu
Explain the
is when
system.
a group of people come together to contribute money and then give to one person at the end of a period. It can be daily, weekly, or monthly. Then they also contribute to another person until everybody receives the same amount being contributed.
Yes. It is now thank you, patients. It is now becoming common these days. What advantage does it come with it? What advantage does it come with it?
Yes, madam.
Mm-hmm.
Please, can we say that it helps people to get bulk money without interest?
Okay. And what are do they have constitution that binds it? Normally, with this type of susu, because it's informal, most of their constitutions are verbal. So if they are 12 people in a group, they ballot who should take it first. They ballot maybe 1 to 12. So as they pick, if you are the first person, it means that if you are the first if you are the first person, when they take it, that means that when they collect the contribution, if it is let's say 200 cedis, then they take 200 cedis from everybody. It will be 2,400. Then they give it to the first person according to how the ballot went. So you can get a bulky money to do purchases that you wouldn't have been able to do. But it comes with some disadvantage. What are the advantages that comes with it?
Hello, madam.
Yes.
Some people will take advantage of taking their money, then they won't pay the rest. So
yes,
it will bring quarrel among the members.
Yes. So we have instances. I had an experience. Lydia, please mute. I had an experience at my former school where unfortunately one of our members died after she has taken her own. What happens? So it means that your money will be short of one. So that is some of the disadvantages that comes with it. There are some people too, after taking theirs, then they start giving excuses of non-payment. Okay. Working banks. Hannah, is your hand
Yes,
up?
madam.
Okay, I have Christy. Okay,
The
wait, Christy.
disadvantage for the susu.
Christy, let me hear from you.
Disadvantage of the susu. I wanted to give one example
No,
of the disadvantages.
okay,
Like
okay.
madam, like you said, if we are maybe 12 in a group, and I'm the one receiving maybe the 12, the last, meaning that if we intend to buy maybe fridge, and I'm the last person receiving the money, it means that by the time that I will receive my money, the fridge, the amount or the prices of the fridge will be maybe higher than the one who receive it first.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Because we know that
Okay.
day in, day out, prices soar. So it means that the one who receive last, it will be a disadvantage to the person because of how prices keeps fluctuating. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for your insightful contribution. Yeah, someone should take us through the working bank. Hello. Hello.
Hi, madam.
Hello. Working bank. I want new hands. Let me see. Serum. Serum.
This is still Francisca.
Uh-huh.
I would say a working bank.
Oh, are you the same Serum? Serum has raised the
Yeah,
hand.
yeah. I had problem with my distance, so I used my sister's phone to log in. Anyway, so a working bank. That's when maybe a bank representative who travels to remote areas to perform the services of the bank in those areas. For example, let's say commercial bank has a representative travel to places, people that cannot come to the bank themselves to come and perform what is required of them. So they perform the services of the bank at the remote areas. That's my understanding.
Okay. So that is one way of working bank.
Yes,
Some
yes.
of the representatives of the bank, you know that these market women, they are always busy, glued to their items. They would have wished to go to the bank to do those transactions, but time will not permit them. So the banks have also seen that, so they have representative that goes to them. They go to them and then take their deposits. Then they record it in a book. They come to the bank and then they put it, their paid money into their records electronically. That is one way of doing that. Then we have nowadays, I see the Fidelity Bank people more often. That is one way of working bank. So these people, they will not take their money. If you need money, you don't take it from those who came around to collect them. You have to walk to the bank and then pick your money. That is one form of the working bank. Another one.
Okay,
Hello.
madam.
Let's please, the new ones, please. Some people
Okay.
are quiet. Some people are quiet. Please, let's contribute. It's always the same people who have been contributing. Please.
Madam,
Yes.
madam, please,
Yes,
there are
please.
some people that go around to take money
Uh-huh.
to the bank, but you have a card that they record it in it for you daily. At the end of the month, the spaces are 31. So at the end of the month, they will give you 30 spaces, and one belongs to them. Is that also an example of a working bank?
Yes, please. That is also a working bank.
Okay, thank you.
Or some also
No, madam.
termed it as susu. It's
Yes,
working.
yes.
No, it's a working bank.
Okay.
But some people termed it as susu, but it's a
Oh,
working bank.
okay. Okay.
So you have your contribution with them every month, every day. At the end of the month, they take one contribution out of your total contribution, and the rest is being given to you. So that if you have any high purchases that needs bulk money to do, you use it to do that purchase instead of going for a loan. It is also a way of checking how people spend. There are some people where, so far as the money is on them, it will find something to do. So if I put it in a form of savings, then it will be beneficial for me at the end of the month when I need money to do critical things. So it is also a way of checking the spending habits of some people. What disadvantage does it come with it?
It can be attacked.
Yes, Francisca.
But sometimes I even experienced this before. People who we trust to be operating some of these things, they will just leave like that. It's your money without you getting trace of where they are.
So some abscond with the money. That is the disadvantage about it. And another disadvantage is that one of your savings is taken off. If it should have been in the bank, you would have gotten all of it. Then we have the welfare societies. How does the welfare societies work? Hello? Welfare society. Hello? Oh, these are things that we are refreshing our memory. Everything, anything you say is correct. If it is not correct, we just straighten it up. So share your ideas. Francisca, is your hand up? Aduma. Hello?
A
Aduma.
group of people. It's a group of people in the society. A group of people in the society who are in one place, and then they put their resources together for the welfare of their members.
To help
So
other people.
He said, in the community, a group of people in a society, or maybe in a working sector. And the main purpose of the society is to maybe see to the welfare of its members. It can be a club or maybe a school. And then a dues is paid. It's a fixed amount, which is paid and is paid as a contribution for all members. So that in case somebody is in need of it for maybe sick or something, they will use it to help the member, or they can give it as a loan to assist members.
Okay. Thank you for your contribution. So with this welfare issue, it is being backed by constitution. At times, some people benefit more than others.
Have a constitution.
Yes. So it is the constitution that determines how money will be disbursed. At times you will be in the group. Maybe it is teachers' welfare. If the constitution says that until you have a demise, you don't benefit, or until you go on pension, you don't benefit. It means that if you are in that school and you are leaving to another school, you don't get anything. Maybe you have contributed, nothing happened to you. You have not reached the age of pension, but you are moving out of the school. If the constitution says that when you are going on transfer, you don't get anything, it means you've lost. But if the constitution says that maybe there will be some amount of money to be taken when you are going on transfer, that one, you also benefit from it. So welfare is it shouldn't be even taking money from it. It should be a pool of money that is used to help people who are in need. So the difference comes, we have different types of welfare depending on the constitution that binds it. So basically helping people when they are in need. Then keeping money home. Normally these are used when it doesn't deal with big amounts of money, small amounts of money, maybe to streamline your spending habits. So every month you put something in you have a box, that is the money box. Anytime you have an emergency money to curtail overspending, then you put it in that box or you contribute into it. You have an agenda for it. When the time comes for you to open it, you open it up and then you use it for that purpose. So I would have even preferred that method than giving it out to working banks, where the money the collector can abscond with the money. Someone should explain the purchasing precious non-consumable items. Hello. Hey, are you all asleep?
No, madam.
Francisca.
No,
Madam,
madam.
some,
Madam, we are on.
Madam, yende.
madam,
Hmm.
sometimes we can buy, let's say, this, our grandmothers usually do, they buy this gold uh, jewelries and those things down. And sometimes later, you can still sell some of these things to even get money. You can even purchase land and some of these things down.
Okay. Any other contribution? So with this, you buy items that are not consumable. Then you keep it. When you are in need of it or you need of something, you sell those items and then you use the money. When you go to the fishing communities, most of them buy clothes, a lot of GTP clothes, then they keep it. When they are in need of things, they are value. Some also buy utensils, some also buy land, jewelries, and then when they are in need of money, then they sell those items to spend on it. Factors that influence choice of saving outlet. Factors that influence choice of saving outlets. Where do you save your money? So in choosing a place to save, we have so many banks. We have so many uh, non-financial banking institutions that also takes deposits. We also have our informal ones, the social welfare and those things. What factors will influence, or what factor will influence you to put your money in either commercial banks, non-financial institutions, or the informal sector? They're saying the rate of returns. So how much interest will I get from it? You have some, when you have when you go to some banks, they have their interest rates. You ask them, how much is your interest rate? Some will be 7%, 8%. So you look at, so if you go to 7, 8, you go to a place and they are saying 9, then maybe because that one is high, you will be tempted to put your money at that place. So that is the rate of returns. But you need to be very careful of those who promise or have very high interest rates. Those who have very high interest rates, some may be Ponzi's. So within the commercial banks, you look at the rates that is a bit higher and you invest or you put your money there. So some people look at this, the rate of return to put their money at a place. Safety of the saved income. How secured are you with that particular place that you are keeping your money? We are all here when we heard of Men's Gold, DM Bank, and those things. It has been an eye-opener to a lot of people of safety of where you keep your money or you keep your income for savings. So do you have the trust of such places? So the trust that you have with that institution. Some also look at ease of accessibility. When I need the money, how fast can I get the money? If I put up for withdrawal for my own money that particular time, will I get it as quickly as I wish to have it? The lack of other saving outlets. At times you go to villages, especially those in villages, there is only one bank there. So I don't have a choice or any alternative than to put it at that particular bank. Then also the amount of money to be saved. Normally when you are talking about huge amounts of money, then the commercial banks will be preferable. If they are small, 10 cedis, 20 cedis money, then your money box will be the best option to do that. So the amount of money involved to be saved also contribute to that. Why do we save? These are things that we discussed. So we said that there are several reasons why families will want to put aside what they earn today for use in the future. And number one is for emergencies. You don't know what will happen to you in the next moment. We have events such as financial crisis, accidents, illness, divorce, joblessness, especially those who are in the private companies. You can be fired at any point in time. So you put down some of these, your earned money, so that when such eventualities happen, you can fall on it and you will be secured. To accumulate funds for planned major expenditure. Maybe there are certain things that you need to get large amounts of money to do it. So something like you want to acquire land to build, you want to buy a car, and you don't want to go in for loan for these major expenses. The next alternative for you is to save bit by bit, so you get the amount of money that you will need for that purpose. Some also save in order to get interest. When the money is there, it doesn't yield any profit or interest. There's no addition to it. But when you save it, you are assured of certain amounts of interest that can be added to it to defray expensive costs and to enhance or enable them to access credit facilities. There are certain financial institutions you qualify for loan when you have an account with them, savings account with them, and some will even give the loan according to the amount of money you have in your account, maybe 3 or 4 times the amount of money that you have in your account. What prevents us from saving as family? Are we saving? Are we saving? Hello?
Hi, madam.
Mm. Oh, the question is rhetorical.
Yes, madam. It doesn't need answer.
It doesn't need answer. Okay. So there are things that some are not saving. There are certain things that prevent them from putting aside some of their earned income. And these constraints have been categorized into 3. We have personal factors, institutional factors, and societal factors. So personally, what prevents people from saving? Some have inadequacy of income. If you ask someone who receives 500 cedis to save, is it possible for that person? Even 2,000 will be a war. So if the person's income is not enough, it becomes very difficult for the person to save. But financial experts are saying that no matter the amount of money that you receive, something should be put down for that purpose, for savings. So you assume that you receive less of the savings and then you keep something there for your future. Then fear of safety of savings. Now people don't want to put their money at the bank. If your money have been absconded before, normally you have the fear that if I put my money in the bank, the same thing will happen to me. That prevents people from saving. Then sickness, when someone is sick and you always have to be buying medicine, spending on medical bills, it prevents one from putting some money at the bank or putting money aside. The misuse of income. Some people are really spendthrift. No amounts of money will be enough for them. They misuse money, income. So if you are that kind of spendthrift type, it becomes difficult for you to save. We also have institutional factors. Institutional factors are what binds us. If the government says that if you put your money at the bank, now what the banks are doing, they are not giving us interest on savings accounts. If your money is in savings, you don't receive anything. Or do we have some banks who are receiving interest on savings? Hello? Hello.
Hello, madam.
I've asked the
No,
question. Do we have some banks?
no, please.
Yes. So these factors, if you are not careful, it puts you off to save. Meanwhile, they are using the money for their own things. So insincerity of a group of members in the case of welfare. So some bank policies can prevent one from saving. Some welfare policies can also prevent one from saving. If I'm in the welfare and the only benefits I will get is when I go on retirement, if I don't have intention of going on retirement at that particular organization, then I will not contribute to that. Congestion and delay at banks. At times, taking money from the bank is really stressful. Queues when you think that you go and queue, or you spend a lot of hours there before whatever you want to take from your bank or from your account you take. The only thing is for the person to refrain from savings. Then remotedness of banks. When the only bank is far away from your location, then you don't have the flair to save. Then we have societal factors. In the society, what are the factors that restrain us from savings? Excessive demands from extended family members. So there's always something to be done in the family. There's always contribution to make. When there is so much demands from society members, the society to especially the politicians, everybody wants to take school fees from them. Everybody wants to take something from them, or you are regarded as one of the rich people in the society. You have people always demanding from you, or you are the star in the family or the society, then you have to spend a lot. And that prevents you from saving. Any question? Hello?
Hello, madam.
No question, madam.
Hi, madam.
Okay, so if no question, we'll call it a day. We'll continue next week, God willing. Can we start at 1?
Okay, madam.
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
Okay, that's not bad.
So
Yeah.
next week, instead of 12 o'clock, we'll start at 1. When we start at 1, we'll be able to cover what we
Okay.
want to do.
Okay.
Don't put it down and wait for last minute. For this course, you will not get any book, so you rely on the slide.
Yeah, so madam, please Please make the slides available to us, please.
Okay. Okay. I'll put it on. I've seen that you've created a page there. So I'll put it there. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you, madam.
Well, welcome.
Thank you. God bless you. We are very grateful.
Please, when are we meeting again?
Oh, yeah, the yes was. Emu bi betimi akọ asọrọ.
Patrol, time Ben I best and share you.
Because next week, Anna.
Sunday,
See
see
next
ya.
week.
Okay.
And I say your friends, them say
Thursday and then Tuesday. Thursday, Tuesday.
Oh,
Some said there's a class.
the Tuesday near clothing, not Thursday near for all housing and management.
Sanity. And the Tuesday near clothing.
That's
Yeah,
all.
this is not called your timetable. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah, quite sorry. Yeah, and I'm not saying one point.
Ah,
Next week.
that's you, bye bye.
Are you not part?
It's part of.
No, no,